So we're out here on Pre-Grid, the back straight of Road Atlanta. Basically everybody's getting lined up. We're about 10 minutes away from our warm-up session, which leads into qualifying. We haven't practiced since yesterday, and the weather's a little different, so I think track conditions will have probably changed. We spent most of last night adjusting the WiseFab front suspension. I didn't like how the caster of the front hub was feeling. We were trying some new settings, and I decided to go back to our reliable settings from last year. We really just want to have a good event, a good round, and qualifying is very important. If it's not helping us, we're going back to settings that we know. And in the back, we realized we were having a sway bar bind issue. So both of these issues we were able to address, and overall the car is running really good, laying down power really nice. I really like the new 285s that we're running in the back. It's a more aggressive combination, and I think it just overall matches the horsepower and traction levels of the car. So happy to have that bigger tire size on the back. Got E-Flex, Renewable, Shop Squad. Everybody's been helping out. Precision Turbo. This is a little bit of a different turbo and manifold and wastegate setup than we ran last year, and I think that's actually been helping us. The car sounds a little different. People have asked why it sounds different. And although the setup's very similar, it is a new manifold, new turbo, and rearranged wastegate setup. So we're happy that that new setup is not only working good, but it's making power and torque numbers that are at a lower RPM and of higher levels than they were last year. So that's good. That's what's working good. Back end of the car, all back together. This track's kind of a unique track. You actually run down the hill, and then the car really loads up and compresses as you slide into that turn one. So we did have a little bit of wheel rub down here in the wheel well, and I think that was affecting a little bit of the handling of the car too. So we were able to make adjustments, hammer that back, clean it up, and I think at this point the wheel's rotational arc should be clear. I don't know if that was an issue that was relative to the caster adjustments we made, or if that was relative to the crash we had at Long Beach, but either way, kind of multiple things got resolved in our practice yesterday and our resetup for today. So we're running somewhere similar or in the range to what we ran last year, which is about 5-6 degrees caster and about 4 degrees negative camber, with a little bit of toe in the back and a little bit of toe out in the front. That toe out in the front helps dive into corners, kind of like a road race car. I don't like to run things perfectly straight. Almost nobody does. You're either slightly toed in or slightly toed out, so the car doesn't wander. Got that Pennzoil V8 back there making all kinds of noise. I'm gonna put Renewable in that. No, it's Chelsea. He's a homie. Bunch of good drivers out here. Power, Literal. Got the Racing Heart team with Aston Martin. Olaf. It's just an amazing series to be a part of. I don't even remember what I was saying. I think front suspension talk is in regards to the caster and toe, so a little bit of toe out in the front so it doesn't wander. But those are just my personal preferences on alignment, and then obviously a little bit of toe in the back gives it more traction, and it's always a fine line between playing with tire pressure traction, toe traction, and then also your dampening traction. And all three of those settings provide a different feeling of what the traction is doing. My preference is usually to run not too much toe in the back, and then allow the tire pressure to come down to where we can actually get the tire to dig into the ground, almost like a wrinkle wall drag tire does. And right now we've got them a little inflated for coming over here. Not that squishy, but as we get into competition, I think most people don't realize it, but we'll actually run these big tires that are street tires. That's part of the Formula Drift series, kind of street compounds, but we'll run them down into a PSI range of, 12 PSI to help the tire dig into the ground as you're drifting along. So drifting is not necessarily about having the slipperiest car or loosest car. We're making 1,000 horsepower so we can overcome the traction that we make in the back, and that allows us to then hold a drift at a higher speed, similar to what dirt track cars do or off-road cars do. We know we have a slip factor, so that slip factor is part of the traction we're using. Look at that guy making all that noise back here. It's good to have you back, man. I was trying to talk on the video. I think all I got is V8 rumble. It's all right.
She's pretty loud.
It's all good, man. Yeah.
Ready for fun?
I'm ready to go have some fun. You feeling good?
Yeah, man.
Awesome. Good luck out there. So, updates, trackside. Like I said, it's a really great group of drivers. You know, you got James Dean all the way across the world coming over here running RTR Mustangs. We're just happy to have all these guys back. Formula Drift has become a world followed series. So even though I'm based out of the US and I've been competing for a long time, a lot of these guys are based out of the US. There's a good portion of the field that travels internationally to come over and compete because Formula Drift is one of the premier series in the world as far as professional drifting. Like Darren Kelly, coming from far away. Jaeger, far away. Holovinia, far away. I think Thorne's US, he's local. Olson, far away. He's running for Odie's team this year. Feel, he was in a Supra last year, but international guy. Kearney. Kearney's kind of in the US, but I think he still says he's like an international driver. I don't know. There's the boat guy. Makes me want a boat. Boats are rad. Got Gucci. There's the guy, Botchkis. Awesome car. What's up, Taylor?
Hi,
how you doing, man? Car looks good.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you. I don't know where Cash is. Oh, I walked past him. That's okay. I could talk to him later. But I do like his Kevlar car, man. I'm kind of jealous. He can run into stuff, and you almost don't even know it because it's so flexible. And that's the kind of driving I like to do. That you just put it in, and then it comes back out. Also on the Vitor. Man, drift cars have come a long way. We got like carbon Kevlar bodies. Hey, what's up, Gucci? Good luck. Taguchi, good luck, man. Oh, that's a mean setup right there. Look at that, Skyline motor. How'd you fit that in there? No?
Just shoehorn.
Shoehorn, yeah. I know, Jerry. I blame Jerry.
FRS engine bay is not that small.
No, it's got a good sized engine bay. Yeah. It's kind of like the RX-8 engine bay. It's not super long, but it's actually got a decent amount of room in there, so you can fit a lot of things in there. Looks really good. Very nice. Good luck. Yeah. Got Robbins. Oh. Wang's car always looks real good. I like his new wheels. That looks real good. I mean, it always looks good. He's got the wing. I'd like to get a wing like that back on the 8, but the Formula Drift rules, we can really only run the big wings at, I think, 2 tracks. So I think a lot of the teams have just foregone wings and gone to spoilers, so our aerodynamics kind of stay the same per round. That way we don't have to change aerodynamics. Some local guys. Got Trent. New car. Alright, we made it all the way up. Rome. Wartburg. Time to go back home. I gotta go drive. We're getting warmed up. Hey, there's Jeff. There's Chris. What's up, guys?
We're gonna do like 4. How many laps are you gonna do?
As many as I can.
Yeah, that's not right.
Yeah, I only got like
4.
I got 4 yesterday, so
Oh my god.
yeah, it was no good. I think a lot of people don't know it, but the amount of laps we're allowed in practice is limited. So a lot of us as drivers will use our laps on different days. You don't want to run out of practice laps. That's what Jeff was saying. He's only got a couple laps today he can use. I've got a few more laps I can use. And then you've got your lead and chase lanes. Generally before qualifying, more drivers want the lead opportunity. As you don't have a bunch of smoke in your face, it's easier to dial in the car for the judging of qualifying, which is judged harshly. All right, so that's a walk, full hot pit, pre-practice before we roll into qualifying out here at Atlanta. Good luck to everybody, and we're gonna go send it. It's a brap send. Thanks for watching.